Lynette, and welcome to another episode of I'm Not Buying It, where I talk about all the new makeup releases that I'm not gonna buy. And why am I not gonna buy them? Well, because I'm trying to use all the makeup I already own because I got a lot of it. Now, if you like these types of videos, then please consider subscribing because I'm here every week with makeup hauls, swatches, tutorials, and reviews, and these anti-haul videos. So let's get into all these new makeup releases. Okay, some of them I'm gonna buy. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. Okay, so I'm going to do what I always do when I do these videos, and I'm going to go to Makeup Release Radar on Instagram. I will link her page down below because she got it all. She got everything. Mainstream, indie, luxury. She got it. She got it all. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to try not to make this video too long and go through too much. Okay, so let's just start with Miss McGrath. Okay, Miss Pat McGrath. Let's just start with her and get her out of the way. All right, so she's coming out with a new Mothership palette. I've been waiting to see what this new Mothership's gonna look like. So Mothership 10 is on the way, and it is the Moonlit Seduction. Now, we don't have a release date yet. What we do have are photos and video and swatches of this new palette, which will retail for $128. Now, I remember when they used to be $125. Now they're $128. Anywho, so here we are. 10 shades. What does she say? Prepare to dance the night away in a decadent, dazzling, and discopulent array of nocturnal neutrals. And herein lies the problem. Neutrals. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The 4 special shades in this photo, okay, in this photo that I'm showing you right here, look very intriguing. One of them looks like it's either duochrome or multichrome. Nice. In the videos, they look even more beautiful, more decadent, more lush. But, I mean, the swatches, like, yes, they're pretty, but they're very pretty. But they don't look as special when swatched as they do in the pans. And it's neutral. It's a lot of pinks, mauves. You got that gold, that one gold special shade, because she can't do without the pink and she can't do without the gold. You got a pretty little like lilac special shade. You got this really dark brown. It's so cool. It almost looks black. But I'm just not. I mean, that multichrome or the duochrome, whatever that is, that one looks like it might be real pretty, but so the 4 shades are really beautiful, but then you get to the other side of the palette, the 6 other shades, and I'm just bored. I'm bored. I'm officially bored. So, you know, I'm gonna wait to see people's videos because maybe when I see people using them, maybe when I see them live swatched, I will feel differently. Maybe those 4 shades, special shades, will be so special that I won't be able to resist, and I will pick up this palette when it goes on sale for 30% off. But right now, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So it's a no from me, dog. I'm not buying it. Now let's get to some releases that I am excited about. Let's start off with the one from Danessa Myricks, y'all. She is coming out with the Lightwork 3 mini palette. So if you remember, was it last year? Was it this year? Was it the end of last year? She came out with the Lightwork 3 palette. Hunty! Oh, this was my favorite palette of 2021. Yes, so it was last year. My favorite palette of 2021. So a lot of people, this palette was $125. A lot of people thought that was too much money, and maybe they wanted to wait and see what it was going to look like in videos and swatches and stuff. And girl, if you were one of those and by the time you were waiting to see all that and then decided you wanted to buy it, it was gone. It was limited edition and it was gone. Well, she's bringing back an abbreviated version, which I am really happy about because I know a lot of people. One of my friends wanted me to sell her my palette. Girl, what? So I'm glad that it's back. Danessa has said on her Instagram it wasn't coming back, but she's bringing back 8 of the shadows. They all are pre-existing shadows in this palette, and she's got one of these what is it, Strawberry Moon. She's got one of the like iridescent glittery topper shades in there. She's got the Solar Rain, one of the cream shades, which is, if you are my complexion or deeper, a gorgeous highlighter that you can use on your face, as well as a shadow. And then she's got Soul here, this one here, which is like a really pretty shimmery metallic shade, but not a duochrome. And then the other shadows that are going to be in here are dual multichromes and Hunty. So you're getting five multichromes, okay? Ultra chromatic, color shifting, velvety powers. You're getting 1 duochrome gel, Solar Rain, which is gorgeous as a highlighter. 1 powder cream, the blush powder cream hybrid. I'm not sure which one that is. That might be the Soul shade. Oh no, which one is that? Polaris? Is that Polaris? Polaris. You're getting this one. Polaris, which is a cream, and it's a duochrome. And then you're getting one of the holographic powders. It's available July 22nd, and it's going to retail for $85 for 8 shades. Is it expensive? Yes. Do I think it's worth it? Yeah. And let me tell you, if you rue the day that you missed out on this one, girl, you better set the alarm, okay, and getting over there on the 22nd when this drops, because I suspect it's going to sell out if the response is anything for it like it was for the first palette. So you heard it here, okay? You might not have heard it here first, but you heard it here. Don't say I didn't tell you, all right? Okay, now I won't be picking that up, of course, because I have the original full-size palette. But let's get into some new makeup releases that are on my radar. Starting with Martin Cosmetics. They have a new palette out. It's the Diner palette. Ooh, it's 18 shades. It retails for $57.87, which isn't bad for an 18 pan palette. It's available on the Martin Cosmetics website, and they are, I don't know if, I think they're in Belgium. I want to say they're in Belgium. So yeah, so you're gonna have to pay some. If you live in the US, you're gonna have to pay that international shipping, honey, if you go get it on that website. Now, Martin Cosmetics is also on Beauty Bay, so I'm just, hold on, we'll get there in a minute. So this palette, now their first palette, I'm not going to say their first palette. The palette that I purchased from them, the 669 palette, which is in very similar packaging, bulky packaging, looks like from here, from this photo, is very grungy, very dark, very smoky. And this is the like antithesis of that palette. It's like light and airy and says springtime and ice cream. And it's so pretty. I think it's really pretty. I think, yet again, the color story is different from what I'm used to seeing brands do, and I like it. I like those 2 deep shades. It looks like there's a black in there. They love them some black, because in that 669 palette there are 3 of them. And yeah, I think this is really pretty. I'm buying this, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. I'm buying this palette. Now, I'm going to wait until it goes to Beauty Bay. Now, Martin Cosmetics is on Beauty Bay. Beauty Bay will more than likely, when it hits Beauty Bay, it's going to be cheaper. I don't know why that is, but like some brands are cheaper, like Be Perfect Cosmetics. Their expensive palettes will be on Beauty Bay and they'll be cheaper. I don't know why. I don't care why. I love it. So it may be cheaper once it gets to Beauty Bay, and then Beauty Bay will have a sale at some point. So I'm either going to wait it out and get it on sale, or I'm going to get it when it gets to Beauty Bay. But I'm going to get this palette. I'm not even playing no games. I'm going to get this palette. Let me know in the comments what you think of it and if you're going to get it too. All right, now, another launch that I'm kind of excited about. It's from Glamlight, and it's their second collaboration with Michaela. And it's the Pot 2 palette. It's the whole collection. She got brushes, she got highlighters, she got lipstick, she got lashes, she got a makeup bag, and she's got 2 palettes. Now, I'm not sure, so there's the smaller palette, which I'm not sure if those colors are the same as the one. No, I think they're all new shades. So she's got 2 palettes. She's got a smaller palette with 10 shades for $18. As I'm filming this, it's sold out. I didn't even realize this had launched, because if I had known, I might have tried to get that palette. Okay. And then she's got the big palette, 30 shades for $42. And I just think that is so pretty. Now, I have the first collaboration, which I think is really pretty. A lot of people weren't feeling it because of these 2 rows of neutrals, but that didn't bother me. I did use this palette once and did a whole look, and then I think I grabbed the shadow out of it another time, but I have not put this palette to any real use. So I know I have no business talking about buying Pot 2 when I haven't used Pot 1. Really. But these shimmers just look so beautiful. And I'm thinking that maybe I'll sell the first palette if I get this palette, because I really can't justify having them both in my collection. There's no justification for it. It's just that I'm just greedy and I have a problem. That's it. That's all. So now I've heard some people say, or I think I heard one person say that a lot of those shimmers, like maybe the first row of shimmers, are like topper shades. So if that's the case, that would definitely discourage me from buying this palette. But I don't know. That's gonna be hard. I'm hoping I can see some videos of it and see some people swatch them and then take a look for myself. And if these are real true metallics, then I think I'm and I'm not even like crazy about the mattes, because you know I have all those mattes already. There is a like grungy green in there that I like. It's the shimmers that are really pulling me in. So, and then that little mini palette, I like that too. So maybe if I don't get the big palette, maybe I'll get the mini palette, or maybe I'll get them both. I don't know, but it's very likely that one, if not both of these, are going to join my collection. So that's that. Moving right along, we have from Lethal Cosmetics. This palette is out already, and it is the 1-Up collection. Now, some people are going to lose their minds over this packaging. That will stop a lot of people from buying it. So it is in the shape of an arcade machine, and 1-Up is a brand that makes mini arcade machines. And now they're stepping up their game. They're trying to make like real like arcade machines, but their claim to fame was miniature, or like mini arcade machines at a real cheap price, because arcade machines are very expensive. Anywho, so that's why it's shaped like an arcade machine, because that's what 1-Up makes. And then you open it and it comes with a mirror, and so, you know, the way it's spaced and everything, I know some people are going to go crazy about that. They're going to be like, oh my God, I can't. But I think the packaging doesn't bother me at all. I actually like it. I think the color story is really pretty. On the one side, you have like the green and yellow side, the teal, green, yellow side. On the other side, the player 2 side, you have like the purples and pinks. And I think it's really pretty. This is available now. It's 12 brand new eyeshadows, including 3 UV reactive neon mattes, 3 classic mattes, 3 trichrome metallics, and 3 duochrome metallics. So I feel like you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, and that buck is $38 US. So yeah, I think it's nice. I really do. It's available now at Lethal Cosmetics and Camera Ready Cosmetics. And then they have, what are these? They have some, they have some Lumen lip glosses and clear gloss. So I'm not into the glosses. I think the palette is pretty. I'm not gonna buy the palette either, but I think it's different. I like the color story. I like it. I like the whole, how it is they ended up teaming up with 1UP. Who the hell knows, but I like it, but I'm not buying it. And then from Colored Rain, this is out now, and it is their Queen Bee collection, and I think the packaging is really pretty. There's an eyeshadow palette, there's 2 matte liquid lipsticks, there's the satin lipstick duo, and the lip liners. So the 2 lip liners, $10 a piece. The satin lipstick duo is $20. The 2 matte liquid lipsticks are $10 a piece. And then you have the eyeshadow palette, 6 pans for $16. And that eyeshadow palette is just not, it's just not calling to me at all. Packaging pretty, but that color story is just not my vibe. It's not my vibe. Not my vibe. And the lipsticks are pretty though. I like that. I'm really not into liquid lipsticks right now. So yeah, pretty, but that's an easy pass for me. I won't be picking that up. And then from Nomad Cosmetics, they released, or they're releasing, maybe by the time you see this video, it will be out. It'll be out on July 12th. Their new palette, the Provence palette, 15 shades, 10 mattes, 5 shimmers. And I mean, as always, Nomad's packaging is really pretty. The theme is really pretty and cohesive. The color story is really, really pretty. Everything works together with the theme, the packaging, the color story. Just, they always get it right. They always get it right in those categories. But my one gripe with them, my one criticism of them, and it continues to be that they don't have enough deepening shades in the palette. Now in this palette I see what looks like might be a black. I'm not looking at the, let me see if I can find the picture with the swatches. Okay, so yeah, one of these shadows looks like it might be a black, a matte black, which is nice. I'm glad to see it. And then there's like a deep red shade in there and maybe a deeper purple. I don't know if that would be, no, that's a metallic. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty color story, but for me, there aren't enough deep matte shades in it, and that's been my reason for not picking up no matte palettes ever, because yeah, that hasn't changed. But it's a really pretty color story. I'll be looking forward to seeing people's looks with it, but I will not be buying it. So I'm still 0 for 0 when it comes to actually buying Nomad palettes. Moving right along, we have from Shop Violet Voss. Okay, Violet Voss. Violet Voss has a new release that's out now. It's at Sephora. It's $48. It's the Take Flight palette, a lively collection of 20 shades inspired by the beauty of butterflies. And I think it's pretty. I think the packaging is pretty. I think the color story is pretty on the one half, just like the butterfly on the front. One wing is like your orangey, your warm tones, your oranges, your reds, your pink fuchsias, and then on the other side are your cool tones, your blues, your purples, your greens and teals, and then in the middle you have a white and you have a black, and I think it's really nice. I've never purchased any shadows from Violet Voss. That's a lie. I have one of their like neon palettes, which I used once and did not like. But that's pretty. That's pretty. I'm not gonna buy it because I have all this already. I have all these shadows already, but I like it. I think it's pretty. From Dior, we have their fall 2022 collection, girl. Yes, we are just getting into the groove of summer, and Dior has already moved on to fall. And they've got two palettes, the 659 palette and the 889 palette. 5 shades a piece. It is available. I feel like it's available now in Japan. It's not available here yet, but where did I see? I think I thought it was available in Japan already, but yeah. So the first time I saw this, I thought, have we seen this before? Did they do these palettes already before? I mean, I'm not familiar with Dior shadows because I don't buy them. I don't buy them. And I don't buy them because of these color stories. Like, they're pretty. I think they're beautiful for fall appropriate, very nice. But I'm not paying whatever price Dior palettes are. I don't even know because I don't buy them. I'm not paying that price for neutral eyeshadows. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So that's an easy skip. I'm not buying that. And then onto a brand that I've never heard of before. I don't know. It is new. Okay, it's a new brand. Basalage Beauty. Basalage Beauty. Basalage Beauty. I'm going with that. They have their first collection coming out. I know nothing about this brand, but it's the 1985 eye palette. They have 3 highlighters. So they have 3 highlighters, a gold one, a brown one, and a white one. And they are $48.32 a piece. And then there are 6 lipsticks for $36.55 each. And then there's an eyeshadow palette. The 1985 eye palette. It's got 18 shades for $89.82. It's available now, I guess, on their website. I feel like there's a lot of indie brands and new indie brands I've never heard of that are releasing some very expensive makeup. That palette is $89. Now, if you break it down, $89.82, 18 shades, you're getting each shadow for just under $5. So, I mean, it's not ridiculous. I don't know how much product you're getting in that palette, but you know, that's once you break it down like that, it's not a bad price. It's not a bad price. It's just that when you hear the palette, the full price, the $89 price, almost $90 price, and then the name of the brand, which is new, is never heard, never been tested, no one's ever tried, like. So it's pretty. It's a pretty palette. The highlighters are pretty. I don't know if any of them would work on my skin tone. Maybe, I'm not sure. Probably, maybe, probably not. But the palette is really pretty. It's a neutral palette with some pinks, a couple of blues, but predominantly neutral. Looks like it's got a black. A nice mixture of mattes and metallics. So it's real pretty. It's real pretty. I'm not buying it. I'm definitely not gonna be the first to buy it. So I'm sure somebody on YouTube will get it and will try it and do something on Instagram or on YouTube or something with it. I will check it out then. But as of right now, I'm not buying it. Let's get back into some releases that I am interested in, that I might be buying. Okay. Let's start off with Clarity Cosmetics. They have a new palette, the Lily Eyeshadow Palette. Will be available July 15th. So by the time you see this video, it may be out already. And it's the Lily Eyeshadow Palette. It is 5 pressed matte pigments, 1 extreme multichrome, 1 duochrome, and 3 foiled pressed pigments. And I believe the price is $48. And I think the color story is beautiful. I really do. The packaging is beautiful. I don't know if I have a picture of the front of the palette. I'll post that. But the packaging is really pretty. I love the blue background on the inside. And I love the color story. Now, my issues, okay? Here are my issues. I do have one palette from Clarity Cosmetics, the Cobra palette. This color story is to die for. Okay, my issue with this palette was the mattes. The mattes are pressed pigments. And pressed pigments, you know, are not easy to work with. I don't find them to be easy to work with. Like, I can't, for me, I can't just go in and boop, 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 like I would any eyeshadow. Like, I need to work with, there's a specific way that I work with them. Things I must do when I work with pressed pigments. They can be patchy, they may not blend, they may not layer. I had some issues with some of the mattes in that palette, and so I'm not crazy about the fact that those mattes are pressed pigments. You're gonna get a lot of pigment, a lot of bang for your, you're gonna get some pigment, yes, but you're gonna probably have to work with those shadows, right? And then there's too many purples in this palette. We got a purple metallic shade, and then we have like a purple matte shade, and in this photo a lot of these purples are looking way too similar, so I don't know about that. And then you have, what is it? Is it it's a multi-chrome. That multi-chrome, no, looks like it shifts like orange, red, yellow, and green. Ooh, it's beautiful. I like the green, I like the shimmer and the matte. I'm just that pop of peachy, like peach coral. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I have some issues with this, with the color story. There are some issues, and with these mattes being pressed pigments, those are my issues. But the palette is really pretty, so I don't know about that one, y'all. I might end up buying that one. It might not be on launch. I might wait for some videos to see if other people struggle with it first. But yeah, I think that's gonna be a hot one. I think that's gonna sell out. I think so. But yeah, that's a maybe. That's a big maybe. Now, another palette that I know I have no business buying, but I want it. It's from Juvia's Place. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I bought a palette from Juvia's Place. Okay, it's been since last year. They have a new collection that's out now. It's the Garden of Juvia's. It's available on their website. I heard it's coming to Ulta, so you know what that means. So they have an eyeliner for $15, which sounds like a lot for Juvia's. They have a lip gloss for $14, but you know I don't care nothing about that. The only thing I have my eye on is this palette for $25. It's 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. It is 16 pan palette for $25, and it's pastels, and I think it is so pretty. I think it's so pretty. It does need like 1 or 2 deepening shades. I realize it's a pastel palette, but still. But those shimmers look really pretty. Now, I know it's Juvia's Place. I know it's going to be pigmented, and I know those metallics are going to be popping, and I know that pastel palette, those shades, pastel shades are going to show up on my skin tone, and I am here for it. Now, the reason why I have no business even looking at this palette is because I already have the Plain and Makeup by Yolando pastel palette. And I really don't need any, look at that. I really don't need another pastel palette. I have it all right here. I even have some pastels in, in the Surge palette from Blend Bunny. Like, I got no business buying another damn pastel palette, okay? But I think I'm gonna buy this one. I'm not. I think I'm gonna buy this palette. I think I am. I think I'm out. Don't judge me. Look. I don't know what's clinging. I mean, these things are clinging on to what? Each other? Anywho, yeah, I'm probably gonna get that. From Be Perfect Cosmetics. They have a new palette. Is it out? It's available now. And it is a collaboration with Laura B. I don't know who she is. And it is called the One palette. And it's designed for beginners. Okay. okay, they're looking out for the beginners. Okay, it's designed for beginners right through to professional makeup artists. The one palette features 6 multi-use face powders and 18 shadows ranging from wearable neutrals to bright pops of color, created by the amazing Laura B, whoever she is. And in the palette, you get 2 multi-use bronzers, you get 2 multi-use blushers, you get 2 multi-use highlighters, you get 14 highly pigmented matte eyeshadows, and you get 4 creamy luxe shimmers, and all for the amazing price of $46.95. Be Perfect is on Beauty Bay, is at Beauty Bay, so I'm sure at some point this palette will be available on the Beauty Bay website, probably at a cheaper price. And you know, if you follow me here, you know that I love the Be Perfect eyeshadow formula. I love it. I have 3 Carnival palettes. And I love them. I love them. I love it, but I don't love this. This I don't love. This just from the photos, this doesn't look like they had me or anyone in my complexion in mind with these blushes and bronzers, and like they weren't thinking about me. They were thinking about Laura B and her tribe, and that's fine. Not everything needs to be for me. So this is an easy skip. Easy. All right, and then from Kevyn Aucoin, I know that's not how you pronounce it. Kevyn Aucoin? I know that's not how you pronounce it, but they have a new makeup release, and it's the Contour Eyeshadow Palette for $36. 3 shades of matte shadow designed to sculpt the eye area, 1 shade of flesh tone shimmer to highlight the brow bone and inner corner of the eye, and 2 playful shades with satin or shimmer texture for a fun swipe of color. It's available now. It's fragrance free, it's vegan, it's all these frees, which is nice. And all right, this makes more sense, because when I heard contour palette and I saw it, I was like, those pants look too small to be a contour palette for your face. But it's not for your face, it's for your eyes. So it comes in light, medium, deep, and deep. And from these photos, I don't really see a whole big difference between these four palettes. Like the light and the medium look almost exactly alike, and the medium, deep, and the deep also look very, very similar. So yeah, that's a no. Did I say how much these are? Did I say? I didn't say. I don't have a, I'm sure it's gonna, $36 each. Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. I like the idea, but that's a negative. From Lisa Eldridge, we have new release lipsticks. Now, it looks like some of these lipsticks were already existing, and then some of them look like there have been some new shades that have been added. So there's the backed by popular demand, she's got the Lucent lip color, which is an easy to wear creamy formula, and it's sheer moisturizing lipstick with a balmy feel, which sounds exactly what I'm interested in these days. And so it's a sheer to semi-sheer buildable coverage. And then there's the insanely saturated lip color, which is a full-on deliciously creamy full coverage lip color. And from that collection, she's adding 3 new shades: Strawberry Shock, New Wave, and Sunday Matinee, and they're all available now. And I have to say that Meet Me in Berlin, I guess that's one of the saturated lip colors, I'm guessing. I don't know, but that looks really, really pretty. It looks like a gray beige, which is right up my alley. I do have one lipstick from Lisa Eldridge. It's from her matte collection, and it's a really nice formula. But I just didn't feel like, for me, it was worth the price, because I don't know how much these are. I think she's in the $36, $38 range, something to that effect, I think. I just, for me, in comparison with my Oma Beauty lipsticks, which are $24 and are now available at Ulta, I just don't feel the need to spend that much money on her lipsticks, and plus the shipping, because I would never buy enough to get free shipping. So it's just not worth it to me, but it is a nice formula. The matte formula that I tried, I'm going to assume that these formulas are very nice too. Everyone seems to love them and speaks very highly of her lipsticks. So that's available if you are interested. I, though, will not be buying any of it. We're gonna wrap this up with another release that I'm excited about. Of course, it's an eyeshadow palette. It is from Blend Bunny Cosmetics, one of the new indie brands from last year that I fell in love with. They're sneak peeking a new palette, the Primal eyeshadow palette. It's going to have 26 shades in it, 20 which will be matte and 6 which will be shimmer. And she's only sneak peeked the front of the palette, which is really pretty. And then one of the shadows, which is a yellow. And then yeah, and you know, I already want to buy it. I don't even know what it looks like yet, and I already know I want to buy it. You've already heard me say that I like the Blend Bunny formula so much, especially the mattes, so much that I just want to buy all the palettes simply because I like the formula. The color stories are nice too. That doesn't hurt either. But yeah, it's like become one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas, the mattes in particular. And the front of the palette makes me think that what we see on the front of this palette is what we're going to see inside the palette. I'm wondering if it's going to be like a grungy rainbow palette, you know, like they already have the Blends palette, which has a lot of prime colors in it already. So I'm wondering if it's going to be similar, but maybe a little more grungy. I don't know. I'm excited to find out. And I will I might buy it. I shouldn't say I'm gonna buy it because I haven't seen the inside of it yet. But if the inside is good, I'm gonna buy this palette. And while I'm on the website, I will probably buy the Dollhouse palette too while I'm at it, because just because I want every palette from this brand. I will try to wait for a sale, of course, and she does have sales from time to time. She will have 25% off. But yeah, I might not be able to wait for the sale depending on what it looks like. I don't know. But that is it. Oh Lord, I talked a lot. That is it. So yeah, so there's quite a few launches that all eyeshadow palettes I think, that I am definitely interested in. And then quite a few that I am not. Let me know in the comments below what has caught your eye. What are you anticipating? What can't you wait to drop? Or if these releases that have dropped already, what have you picked up? Thank you. If you are still here, well, thank you for riding with me. Please consider subscribing if you have not already. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you again next week. Until then, bye-bye.